Hi guys, how are you? Today I'm going to do day 5 and 6 of the 31 Days of Tarot challenge that Ethany has started. Has completed. I'm way behind, but that's okay. I still love the questions and I wanted to do this challenge. So better late than never. So today for day 5, the question is, what cards stalked you in 2016? And for me, the card, I found this many. There's actually 11 cards that I found that stalked me in 2016, but one in particular. Now, a lot of these cards that did come up, like the Tower, I had that a lot. Four of Cups. Basically, it was a bit of a bumpy year. I got the Ace of Swords a lot. The Lord, or this would be the Emperor. But the main one was Strength. This was my card. This one came up so many times, and it was all through all my contrasts, all my learnings. It was really a year of inner growth, and with that comes a lot of bumpiness, a lot of inner growing, that's for sure. Lots of life lessons, path working, trying to sort out like my direction and my goals. But for me, during 2016, I didn't fully have a clear picture of where I was trying to head. And even now, I'm still not fully there, but I feel like I'm more there than I was in 2016. 2016 was a very confusing year for me of what I really, really wanted. And so with that comes a lot of contrast to show you, well, this is something you don't want, to help me find what I do want. So for, this card came up so much. And it's that internal strength, that strength over your emotions as well, your own internal power, controlling your emotional self, when to say things, when to not. Because a lot of times that's where that contrast would come up. And so a lot of times it would come through communications with other people, and how I communicate with others as well. And that would also help me reflect into my own personal scope, my own personal goals and what I wanted, because often it would come in contrast with others. So you'd have to find a way to maneuver through it. If that makes sense. Without telling you like every single little thing. I was definitely strength building my internal state, my own self place. And it really, also in terms of even just self-esteem, self-awareness, building that strength, to go past fears as well. There was a lot of contrasts that came up, that put me face to face with fears, that I had. So again, it builds that strength just to help so I can go further with, more jump to my step, I guess. So that is my card. So I don't think there's much else I can say about that. The next question, next day, was the deck that I can finally cross off my wish list, that I got in 2016. There's 2 decks. I can never just do one. One's technically Oracle, one's technically Tarot. But the main one, I'll show you the main one that I crossed off, and I was like, oh, finally, was the Messenger's Oracle. I've always wanted this deck, by Raven Phelan. I love the imagery, and the messages. They're beautiful messages as well. It's just a really good overall deck. And I guess what held me off from getting it for so long is I was thinking that I might not be able to work with it. Like, I wasn't fully sure. So it was really kind of one of those questioning, you know, I'm not sure. I really love the imagery, but I'm not sure about the messages. But after working with it, oh yeah, it's no problem. I think with any deck, it's just a matter of taking the time, investing the time to really get to know it. You know, sometimes things do feel foreign, and that's just the way it is, right? You know, you just got to give it a shot and give it an honest try. And you can make, I think, anything work for divination. So that was my main one that I crossed off. The second one was just before 2016 ended, and it was the Dreams of Gaia. So still a Raven deck, but yeah, this is a tarot deck technically, so Dreams of Gaia. And this is also just a lovely deck. I also saw this early review of it. I don't remember who it was, but I saw the cards and I was really, really intrigued by it. But again, I was worried about the system, the fact that it was so different from tarot, that kind of like from the Rider-Waite system. So that was a little bit of a deterrent. But then I kind of decided in my head, you know, if it doesn't work for me using it as a tarot deck, it would certainly make an amazing oracle deck. So, you know, in terms of my own functioning and the way I read, not saying that it's an oracle deck, just saying that that's how I would use it in my readings for other people. And thus far, that's how I've been using it. I can use it for tarot as well, that's not a problem, but I prefer using it more in the space of the oracle time in my readings. So yeah, because I find with this particular deck, it's more about the overall message. I find I don't go in particular with the images. Like with tarot, I can, for whatever reason, I can find myself sinking into the imagery more, and finding small details about the cards that have great impact to the meaning of the card. And for some reason with this deck, I don't do that as much. The image is there and it's really beautiful, but it's more about the meaning of the card. And that's how I view a lot of my oracle decks. So yeah. Anyways, those were my two in 2016. I'm still very much gaga about, although I have to add, I'm huge into my Star Child Akashic Edition deck right now. I just love it. Working with it, I love the cardstock, I love the colors, the palette. Yeah, it's really inspired me even for my own artwork. So yeah, I'm doing my own painting with a similar palette because I just love the colors that she used. So I'm going to try and play with them and yeah, make like an atmospheric, abstract maybe art. We'll see. Anyways, so that is day 5 and 6. And then we'll do the next one whenever I have a chance. Okay, see you guys. Bye-bye.